How P. Diddy is connected to Tupac Shakur's death. Investigators have reopened the cold case of the iconic musician's murder, and we have all the details. 54-year-old Sean Combs, better known as Diddy, has been in custody at a New York detention center since September. Over 100 people have filed lawsuits against the music mogul, accusing him of unspeakable and horrifying crimes, including offenses against minors. One of the youngest victims at the time was just 9 years old. These secret parties allegedly went on for 2 decades, and according to early reports, some top celebrities were involved. There has been no trial yet for Sean Combs, and the names of the celebrity suspects have not been revealed. Combs' case has been compared to those of 2 other infamous figures in recent years: Jeffrey Epstein, who committed suicide before facing justice, and Harvey Weinstein. Amid investigations into Diddy's alleged heinous crimes, the internet and media began circulating numerous conspiracy theories about his possible involvement in the deaths of some stars in the mid-2000s. The loudest theory, although unsupported by any facts or logical connections, is known as the "she knows" theory. However, there are other theories. One official theory links P. Diddy to the death of the legendary rapper Tupac in 1996. On September 7, 1996, American rapper Tupac Shakur was heading to a club after attending a boxing match between Mike Tyson and Bruce Seldon with his manager, Suge Knight. Their bodyguards followed behind. At 10:55 p.m., Tupac stopped at a traffic light, rolled down the window, and exchanged a few words with a fan, Leonard Jefferson. Seemingly sensing his imminent death, he told the stranger, "The only thing that can kill me is death. That's the only thing that can stop me. But my music is eternal. I'm not afraid of death. My only fear is reincarnation." Around 11:10 p.m., Tupac stopped at another traffic light, leaned out through the sunroof, and flirted with 2 women, inviting them to the club. At about 11:15 p.m., a white Cadillac with an unknown number of passengers pulled up on the right side of Tupac's car. The attackers rolled down their windows and opened fire on Tupac's vehicle. Bullets hit his chest, pelvis, and thigh. Tupac was also injured by shards of glass. Medics arrived at the scene and transported the gravely wounded artist to the hospital, where he was placed in a medically induced coma, but nothing could save him. On September 13th, Tupac Shakur passed away. The culprits were never caught or identified. 27 years later, in 2023, the case of Shakur's murder resurfaced. The police arrested former gangster Dwayne Keith Davis, also known as Keith D. In a 2018 interview for Netflix's Death Row Chronicles, Davis revealed that he was in the car from which the shots that killed Tupac were fired. He also named 3 other people who were with him at the time. Davis claimed that one of the men in the back seat did the shooting but refused to name the shooter, citing the code of the streets. Now, Davis is set to face justice for his involvement in the murder. The case reopened. Tupac's murder case has been reopened, and investigator Cheryl McCullum believes that Sean Combs was connected to the rapper's death in 1996 as well as the earlier 1994 shooting. For me, it all started in 1994, when Tupac was first shot, she said in an interview with News Nation Friday. The All Eyes on Me hitmaker was shot during a failed robbery at Quad Studios in Times Square, New York. At that very moment, Sean Diddy Combs and his entourage of about 40 people were also in the studio. First of all, you don't need to shoot someone 5 times just to take their jewelry and money, McCullum pointed out. Secondly, Sean Combs and his 40-person entourage, completely unharmed. No threat whatsoever. What's the point of robbing one person and leaving the other 40 untouched? Who would have more money and valuables? The 40, obviously. After that shooting, Shakur publicly accused Biggie Smalls, Notorious B.I.G., the Bad Boy Records label, and its founder Sean Combs of orchestrating the attack. Both Biggie and Combs showed incredible indifference when Tupac, limping and covered in blood, entered the studio. "They didn't even look at me. Puffy just stood off to the side," the rapper recalled in a 1995 interview with Vibe magazine. Combs and Biggie strongly denied any connection to Shakur's death. Ironically, Smalls himself was gunned down in 1997, and that case remains unsolved. Both times Tupac was shot, he found himself trapped. first in an elevator, then in a car. There was literally nowhere to run. McCullum notes. However, ironically, there is no video footage of either scene, the investigator adds. To me, that indicates someone close to him knew exactly where he was going to be on that particular day, at that specific time and place. In my view, this significantly narrows the pool of suspects. Now, the Shakur family is considering filing a lawsuit linking Combs to the murder of their loved one. Amidst the scandal, people from Diddy's past are coming out of the shadows and providing information, an insider told the New York Post. In an interview with Las Vegas police, inmate Dwayne Davis suggested that Combs had ordered Shakur's murder, paying $1 million for the hit. It's reported that, following the reopening of Tupac's death case, Diddy is extremely worried about his fate behind bars. He fears that he could be killed by other inmates in prison. The disgraced mogul believes that gang members from the West Coast are tracking him down to avenge Tupac's death, even if he didn't commit the crime. One insider told Radar Online, "If you're a persona non grata for a certain gang or organization, there are people who will do everything they can to harm you. No one is ever fully safe or isolated. Gangs are very powerful even in the most secure prisons. Reaching him would be possible, but it would take cooperation with the guards, just like in the case of Jeffrey Epstein. The gang members would earn themselves a major trophy if they got to him." What do you think about this whole situation? Be sure to write your opinion in the comments.
Like, comment, subscribe to the channel to be the first to know the news. See ya, bye bye.